This is a 16 News Now update.
Welcome, everyone, to the 16 Morning News Now update on WNDU.com. I'm Tricia Slomo.
And I'm Christine Karsten. Here are the top headlines we are following for you this morning.
Right now, polls are open in Michigan for the House and Senate primary election.
The big race is for former Senator Debbie Stabenow's seat since she decided not to seek re-election. 4 Republican candidates are also competing for the spot of Berrien County Sheriff, while Sturgis and Eau Claire Community Schools have a millage and bond proposals for consideration.
When you go to vote, they'll ask for an ID, but if you can still vote. If you don't have one, you'll just need to fill out an extra form. Hey, new this morning, Kamala Harris is the official Democratic presidential nominee after votes were tallied in last week's DNC roll call vote.
On top of that, she plans to announce her VP candidate today. NBC's Susan McGinnis has the latest.
After much suspense, anticipation, and guesswork, today's the day. Vice President Kamala Harris names her running mate. The announcement coming after Harris officially becomes the party's nominee, making history as the first woman of color at the top of a major party ticket. The unveiling of her VP expected to include a video message, social media posts, text messages to supporters, and appeals for donations.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
In the final hours, the smart money still focused on Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, a must-win swing state. But political insiders say don't count out Arizona Senator Mark Kelly or Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and others. Harris and her new wingman rally tonight in Philadelphia, then kick off a battleground state tour covering Wisconsin, Michigan, North Carolina, Arizona, and Nevada.
Please welcome the next Vice President of the United States, Senator J.D. Vance.
And in the most sincere form of flattery, Trump running mate J.D. Vance holds rallies in several of those same states. With polls showing a dead heat, the Trump campaign blaming Biden and Harris for the stock market drops.
We have never been down 1,000 points ever, not even intraday on the NASDAQ.
Bidenomics is working. It's working.
Attack ads, a sure sign of a tight race with 3 months to go to Election Day. Susan McGinnis, NBC News, Washington.
Looking at our day planner for today as we commute in this morning, we have a few pockets of fog west of US 31, as well as some storms up across far southwestern Michigan. May even tap into a few light showers as far south as the state line this morning. Otherwise, for the afternoon, it's the arrival of a cold front going to pack the umbrella. Some scattered showers and thunder showers would be the theme for the second half of the day. Going forward hour by hour with First Alert Weather Future Track. You saw those reds up across far northern Berrien, far northern Cass County. That's where the active weather will stay for this morning. And then for the afternoon, as the cold front does arrive, a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms expected, but no severe weather. And then we say goodbye to the humidity behind these afternoon pop-up showers and thunder showers. Check out hour by hour with our humidity tracker here in First Alert Weather. Downright miserable out there this morning. Then we turn more comfortable by this evening, where some of you will be able to open back up the windows once again.
All right, Andrew, thank you. New details. It's that time of year where schools are preparing to welcome back the students, and the South Bend Community School Corporation is working to answer parents' questions before their first day back. Transportation wasn't on the agenda for a school board meeting last night, but it ended up being a major topic. Board members addressed concerns over transportation eligibility letters sent out last week, as well as online rumors that new boundary lines are in the works. The deputy superintendent saying that's not true.
The boundaries will not change. We just want to make sure that everyone understands at the same time what the boundaries are, because sometimes, word of mouth turns into a different story.
The school corporation says it's determined to get all the boundaries completely routed before the first day of school. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the School Corp's hotline. We have all this information waiting for you on our website, WNDU.com.
Hey, looking ahead, kids at LaVille Elementary are getting ready for their first day of school on Wednesday, and teachers have already started setting up their classroom for tonight's open house. That's at 5 o'clock. Even the cafeteria staff is getting ready. Families planning to go to the open house are encouraged to bring school supplies so that teachers can get a leg up on organizing their classrooms. And of course, kids are urged to come out too.
It takes away some of the nerves and pressure of the first day because it allows them to have a chance to meet fellow classmates, their teachers, and shake off some of those first day nerves so that way they can start the first day up and running.
Hey, if you're headed to the open house tonight, make sure you check this out. This is the brand new playground. It was just installed over the summer. It's ready to welcome kiddos back to school. Again, LaVille's first day is tomorrow. Andrew?
Comfort index for today, a 7 out of 10. Some on and off showers and thunder showers will be the theme for the day, and it's going to be one of these days as well where at times it may look like it's going to rain, where not actually raindrops fall from the clouds. So before you head out, check out the WNDU First Alert weather app. Keep an eye on the radar map before you head out the doors. Best chance for rain for today between noon and 6 p.m., even though right now we are already watching a few showers out there along the north of the US 20 bypass with the heaviest downpours up across southwestern Michigan. Hour by hour with First Alert weather for you to track this morning. Notice that we get some reds up across southern Michigan, southwestern Michigan. That's where the active weather is for this morning. And then for the afternoon, as the actual cold front begins to drop its way further south and east, can't rule out a few pop-up showers and thunder showers for the afternoon and evening time frame. Severe weather is not expected, but a few lightning strikes, maybe some downpours, maybe a quick gust of wind to 30-40 miles per hour with any shower or thunderstorm that is out there. And then we decrease the cloud cover as we head on into Wednesday morning. And then by Wednesday afternoon, gorgeous sunshine as a big dome of high pressure arrives, and that's going to bring a big decrease into the humidity here for this Tuesday. We're looking at the sticky weather to linger all the way through the lunchtime frame, and then for the afternoon and evening, we really start to step back the humidity values here, and in fact, it's going to be much more pleasant outside by this evening, right on into Wednesday. Forecast for today, high around 80 degrees, morning storms north of the US 20 bypass across southwestern Michigan, and then hit and miss for everyone for the afternoon hours as the cold front arrives. And then as we move on into Wednesday, we put the weather kind of on a rinse and repeat pattern all the way through the end of the week. And speaking of the end of the week, want to plan our average high 82 degrees. We've got these temperatures here at or below average on our 10-day forecast for most of our days. We're going to watch for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, enough dip in the jet stream. We could be looking at a few afternoon high temperatures into the 70s. And if you're a fan of some crisp mornings, we may have some upper 50s arriving for the morning temperature as early as tomorrow.
So ready for some relief. Andrew, thank you. Hey, speaking of weather happening right now, Tropical Storm Debbie is approaching South Carolina after making landfall in Florida as a Cat 1 hurricane. Indiana sent its Task Force 1 FEMA team to help the state prepare ahead of time and help those in the path of the storm. Task Force 1 is a highly trained urban search and rescue team made up of 48 members. They come from 17 different public safety agencies, and their leader says they are ready to help wherever they're needed.
Their biggest concern is the rainfall potential up to anywhere from 30 inches over 2 or 3 day time span, so they're concerned about the flooding issues or swift water issues in those states.
Task Force 1 is always training for these types of situations. Over the past several years, they've helped in hurricanes, tornadoes, and wildfires.
Well, the Elkhart City Council meeting wasn't just business as usual. Heroes were honored for a job well done last month. The July 16th tornado cut a path of destruction through Elkhart, downing trees and damaging structures. Amazingly, there were no deaths or serious injuries. And last night, the City Council issued a proclamation praising those first responders for their work in the wake of the storm. After the meeting, the Executive Director of Emergency Management praised Elkhart's Chief of EMS Operations, Christy Summer, and her team.
These guys started doing our work for us. We didn't get the call from Chief Summer until about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we were able to get the commissioners and get on site at daylight to do the visiting to see what they had already done. So I think it speaks loudly to the city of Elkhart and as well as all of Elkhart County that we take this serious no matter what the call is.
While the council and public also praised first responders for their exceptional grace under pressure during the state of emergency that followed that tornado.
And speaking of first responders happening today, they are bringing the community together for National Night Out. South Bend Police are hosting their National Night Out at the police department starting at 5:30 tonight. It goes until 7:30. There's going to be plenty of free food, drinks, games, bounce houses, and more. Elkhart is also hosting theirs at Central Green from 5 tonight until until 7 p.m.
Well, George and Melissa will be back with more news and first alert weather later on this evening.
You can watch that tonight at 4:30 online at WNDU.com.